stage, in terms of tailored scientific approach, you will have an additional 3 areas that you wouldn't have in a small project. You will have reform a phase review, set up, you would have undertake a feasibility study and develop a business case. So these would exist in a large project that wouldn't exist in a small project. So in terms of applying tailored scientific approach, we can see how one part of the process would exist in a small project as opposed to not existing in a large project. Okay? Even if we were to try and apply Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it's going to be a lot easier in terms of a smaller project than a larger project. If we go down, in the planning stage, again, in tailored scientific approach, we can see that for a small project, tailored scientific approach in the planning stage will only consist of create a project plan, create a quality plan, and create a communications plan. Quality plan, communications plan, project plan. These will exist in a large project, but in a large project, in terms of tailored scientific approach, you've got a whole range of other things. You've got create a project plan, create a resource plan, a financial plan, a quality plan, a risk plan, an acceptance plan, procurement plan, contract supplies, define the tender process. So you can see that the process here, in terms of a small and large, using tailored scientific approach, will differ between a small business project and a large project, yes? And likewise, you can apply Maslow's hierarchy of needs, because Maslow's hierarchy of needs will be a lot more, less complicated than a small project, less time consuming, less costly, whereas in a large project, it's going to be more investment, identifying more of your staff, and more resources, more time, and more money. Okay? So, going back to the question, critically analyze how the use of appropriate theories, concepts, and models in the POC project lifecycle would differentiate between large and small. Do you think we've answered that question? Yeah. Okay. So you apply in the project lifecycle between a small and large. So the first thing to do is to talk about the differences between large and small projects, generally. After you talked about the differences, then talk about some of the theories in terms of Taylor or Maslow and how they differ. You must talk about how they differ. If you don't state the differences, then you haven't answered the question in terms of M4. Everyone happy with that? Yeah. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Thank you for Mr. Tan. That is the M1, M2, M3, and M4 done for Operation Projects Management. Thank you.
Thank you.